So the base level would still be count strokes, get length, hold as much water as you can.
We're gonna always teach the less strokes, the faster you're gonna be. Yeah.
Right.
So we're going for low counts and that's how we're going to develop you. If we find later on that rate is something that you can manage and hold, we'll use it. And it's obviously we're gonna give you the opportunity to try all those things as you evolve, but we're gonna put you base level, long, and counts. So we have, like, for each age group, this is the count that we're looking for this group of age as a base level distance per stroke. Somebody might be one over or one below, but you're trying to, for our coaches to know that's the number they're trying to develop their kids to.
Now, do you do speed and power training within your workouts, even for those kids?
For the young guys?
Yeah, I mean, let's say, somewhere between 13 to 16. Are you doing some speed and power at all or not?
Well, the center point of our training focus is going to continue with that age group to be aerobic, because they are aerobic sponges more than they are at any other time in their life, from the time they're 9 years old through the time that they're 17 years old. They can absorb aerobicism and take it forward into the rest of their career. So we want to make the basis for what we do aerobic. So that doesn't mean we're not going to teach them power drills, not necessarily using power equipment, but drills that'll help them create power, drills that'll help them create speed, hand speed, foot speed. So maybe you're doing vertical leg beater to create foot speed, or you're doing head up breaststroke with a freestyle kick to create hand speed. Things like that is a great way to develop speed and power without necessarily using tools. As we move forward, and we'll allow kids to use fins, hand paddles, things like that, as they develop physically and mentally, and they're not going to do things that are going to injure them. And then as they continue to evolve, we don't use any power towers, power racks, or anything like that. We will use cords and chutes and things like that, but not to the detriment of our aerobic development.
Right. Now, in terms of aerobic development, I'm going to ask you that. No, I don't want to ask you about some drills, but in terms of aerobic development, what does that mean for breaststroke? How do you develop aerobically for breaststroke?
Sure. Have you ever done a 300 breaststroke where you don't have pullouts? You have to do flip turns, and you take 3 strokes underwater, 3 strokes above water. If you're doing that, cycling that per length, that means you get 3 strokes per length. And say you do 3 400s that way. And that's for somebody that's pretty well developed in their knees and their hips and things like that, and their connective tissues, so that they can do that much breaststroke. So you do 3 400s that way, descend, do as fast as you can possibly go on the last one. That's some pretty good aerobic development in a breaststroke set. And so that's just one way. Or say you're in a long course pool and you do 4 200s of, you're really working on developing the pull out and the breakout. So you do 1 pull out, 1 stroke, 1 pull out, 1 stroke, and you just continue that cycle for a 200. Get a nice long one and descend from there on time. So you're getting some great aerobic development, not necessarily just hitting stroke after stroke.
Right.
Find importance in finding that rhythm and that tempo with the strokes, but we look to develop things aerobically by having drills that help carry skills forward too.
Right.